Okay. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man, Mr. Dominic Cruz, featured on ABC, NBC, CBS, Yahoo, and Fox. Oh, I get why live chats are visible. Um, we had some difficulties here. Remember in super chat, all visible, all messages are visible. I'm trying to make sure this thing's gonna work right. Let me make this pop. Yeah. Um, let's do it like this. All right. So I'm gonna make sure that this thing actually works. This is why I got two things going on right here. I'm aware that if you can't comment, I'm resolving that issue right now. So don't you worry, my friend. Um, yeah, this is crazy. It says, okay, so it doesn't seem like the comments are turned off. So please, if you can comment, please say what up. Say something, please. Yeah, it should be good to go. So let me know in the comment section. Say hi or something. Say it works. So that way I know and all that jazz. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm here for you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys are not only just gaining value, but you also are applying it to your life. And not only that you're applying it to your life, but you're growing on to better things, because that's what I'm here to do. That's what I want to do, is keep on not only inspiring, but making sure you're applying it to all that stuff. Literally, this is like all I do. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Started the live stream again. I had one of my subscribers message me and let me know that he couldn't comment. So start the live video again. Drop a comment. Yeah, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Drop a comment. um, and I hope you guys are practicing social distancing, like seriously. Like, there's not a lot of people practicing social distancing, and it's kind of pissing me off. And I'm not saying that I'm not like introverted or anything like that, but I kind of want this whole thing to blow over. So yeah, man. Let me know what's up, you guys. I'm gonna get. Whew. If you guys got any questions or anything like that in regards to an ex and stuff like that, let me know. Like at the first video chat, the first one I just did earlier today, I had questions about fitness, which I ain't opposed, but I do know an expert that can really hook you up, like really hook you up. Really good guy. So, I fear that the whole chat thing is not gonna work. I need to know, baby. All right. So, It's really interesting that, I came across this gentleman. He kept text. Well, he's always been someone I've somewhat helped in the past. Okay, you guys can add a public comment. Okay, if you can't, let me know. But honestly, especially if you're like in this stage in your life where you can start dating and all that jazz. I mean, just know that when you're sending a message and you know no one's ever going to get you until you create curiosity. I think that's really important for people to understand. Is like, gotta create curiosity. I mean, like, no one will ever take you serious if you're always just going to put everything out there and then it's just like, here, this is me. You're not leaving room for curiosity or anything like that. You're just, it's weird. And when your first message is saying that, oh my God, like, how about I be your boo thing for this quarantine stage? I mean, you're kind of devaluing yourself. So pretty much. And here's the thing: nothing happens until you become 100% responsible. So yeah. Say what up, guys. Let me know. Hey, Dominic, how would you deal with? I'm looking at two computers here. How would you deal with a damaged ego after a breakup? My ex left me for someone else, and I don't want her back, but my ego is just her. Ooh, I like that question. You know what? So it seems like I would want her to text me back just to serve my ego. You know, I'll say this, right? I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I think it was back in 2016 where me and my ex broke up. And granted, I asked the question, do you want to break up? And she said, yeah. And I was just like, fluff, dude. Like, um, this sucks. But it is what it is. Like, what I know today, it wouldn't have fly by like that because it was just all that immaturity. However, my ego was hurt. The fact that I knew someone else was in the picture, and I didn't have to see like clear details. Like, I just knew um, that there was somebody else in the picture, and you could see the whole picture from even months before the breakup. So how I dealt with a bruised ego, and check it out. Your ego could be hurt for a long period of time, because I can tell you this: my ego was hurt for so long that I had such major trust issues on like the women I was dating. Like, yeah, I dated quite a few women, but part of me was just like I just didn't trust, and it was something I didn't understand. It was something I couldn't resolve. And I think that was like a me issue. So I think to resolve the whole bruised ego is just like, you got to learn more about yourself. You got to learn about what's your boundaries, what's your boundaries, what your wants and needs. And not only that, but um, your wants and needs, but you got to accept the fact that what happened has already happened. But it's not going to be fair to someone new and later in your life to treat them like you can't trust them at first because of what somebody else did in the past. Because you got to understand, those are two different people. So if you fear that, you probably are going to attract that person. But just understand that you're you got to first trust you, and then once you start trusting yourself, I think you'll start to get the hint that you can trust that other person. Um, so it seems I would only want her to text me back just to serve. And trust me, it would serve my ego too if one of my exes like contacted me. But at the end of the day, your ego is your worst enemy. So let your ego go. You're growing. You're becoming a new person. You're evolving. So it doesn't matter. And you guys work together. That's what you said. Oh no, it was a different person. So, um, I got a message from Luke. Luke, what up, bro? So he says, "Hey, bro, just my ex broke up with me 6 months ago. Was in no contact for 2 months when she reached out asking for closure. Ooh, I did that too. Um, Now been in no contact for 2 months, but I reached out. No response in 3 weeks. Will she ever message? We worked together, by the way. She may be dating her best friend of 5 years. He got out of a 6 year relationship 2 weeks after she left me, and they've been dating every day. He blocked me on IG too. Honestly, stay in no contact. I wouldn't worry about them. I think you're hurt. Well, yeah, you are hurt. Um, you're seeing her happy, of course, and you don't like the fact that she moved on to another person. Um, Honestly, dude, like it's pointless to, you know, if he blocked you on IG, I mean, that's kind of his energy spending on you. I don't block anybody because there's no point to. I don't have a reason to. I know how to discipline myself not to talk to you. You, my suggestion is stay in no contact. I mean, obviously, if she talks to you, then what's the intention of her talking to you? You know, that's just my whole thing. It's just like they've been together every day, and you know what? They've been friends for 5 years. I mean, respect it. I mean, there's nothing. What you got to do is follow you. What you got to do is be on your purpose and mission in life. You got to find what fulfills your life. Because it sounds like you got to have that ambition to say, I got to succeed. I got to become great. I got to be this person of high value. Because whoever dates my ex after me, like, it's like you can have this mindset. Whoever dates my ex after me, just know it's a lesser person to me. And I don't think that's a good mind frame, but it's a good mind frame for you to say, I'm a great person, I'm a great option, and I know that anybody who leaves me is just going to lose. Anybody who doesn't want to date me no more is becoming, they just chose the loser path, put it that way. So, let me see, what's my percentage at? Um, oh shit. I'm definitely finding harder during quarantine. Yo, for real, probably would have been longer over her if I could go out to a bar. But see, yes, I can understand going out, meeting new people and stuff like that. Could help. But you see what you just said? You're relying on going out, which is good. You're relying on going out to help you move on. But I understand it's difficult for people in quarantine, but that's just saying that you don't know too much about yourself. And you got to find within you on what's going to help you get over this chick. Because trust me, no matter how many times I went out, no matter how many times I went to the bar, got fucked up, and meet new women, and things happen there and there. There's always the problem that came back to me. So, and you gotta understand this. Same thing for the opposite sex. No one just gets rid of you like that. Um, I feel you. It's harder now than ever. Your quarantine is such a great discovery for yourself. Now, obviously, not being able to go out, there's still things you can still build upon, like your skill sets. What are some skill sets that you want to learn? What are some hobbies? There's a lot of discipline for you that you need to get through. Um, and here's the thing: what's your social media look like? I mean, what is your social media looking like? Do you look like you're living your life, growing yourself, being a person of high value? Because because being a person of high value it's so good. And trust me, like when you focus so much on yourself and focusing on becoming a higher value, you start to see a lot differently. And you start to see the person you dated and you were like head over heels on, and yes, you did love them and stuff like that, but how they just throw you into the dust and you're like, okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. But the important thing is don't hold a grudge. Only become better every day. Have a mindset of becoming better every single day, no matter what it is. Become a better person every day. I don't like holding grudges against people because it's a waste of my energy, it's a waste of my time. And I'm thankful for everything that happened in the past. Like I'm really am, because without that, I wouldn't have learned what I learned, and I wouldn't be doing these YouTube videos at all. For instance, I met this girl. Try. I mean, Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. I mean, yeah, there's not much you can do, but you swipe left. I mean, you swipe right. You can do a virtual date. Yo, it's honestly, I've been meeting girls that way, and it's a lot of fun. Yo, just at the end of the day, just keep yourself occupied. Keep yourself busy to where you're learning things about yourself. Like, you know, what are some look at the past and see what are some things that you could have done better, and what could you do to improve in the future with someone new so it doesn't happen again. Because I realized that after the person I dated someone else, and I dated someone else, and the same thing, same patterns. I kept going into the same patterns. So it was definitely something that I needed to look out. And then I was like, oh, all right. And I made the decision to not date anybody. I wanted to focus on myself and become better, because yeah, it's got to be all about you. Honestly, see, best part is I look better now than ever. Girls who my ex felt threatened by, as I hit on a lot, always comment on my pics. Graduated uni while working full time, prepping for a physique comp too. Yeah, that's it, man. Just gotta look good. Not only look good, but here, that's where all the marbles at. Real talk. And not giving a damn. That's such a great thing, man. Seriously. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. I might have lost some people, but you know what? It is what it is. All right. I had to get the charger. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Crap. All right. And honestly, I'm always being real with you guys. I ain't going to sugarcoat it or anything like that. I mean, there's no magic spell or anything like that to make an ex come back. I mean, focusing on yourself is the magic spell. So I'm trying. Yeah, Dominic, you're right. Have you ever thought that there was an ex you would never get over, then you were so surprised when you eventually did? Honestly, I actually did think about that before, and I will say that it is very surprising. And it's like, wow, just like that. I can get over someone. If I can get over one person that I fell head over heels on, I can get over the next person head over heels on. I mean, the last girl I dated, I mean, we were getting to that stage to where we were falling in love, but then things started happening. I'm just like, fuck that. And it only took me 15 minutes to get over it after it ended, because my first lessons. Not giving a damn is a struggle. I'm always the one who cares more in my relationships, learned a lot about my own attachment style along with others, educating myself in personal. So here's the thing, right? Yeah, not giving a damn is a struggle. But and trust me, I'm just like you as well, where I'm the one who cares a lot in the relationship. I mean, it may seem, my personality may seem like I'm chill, and not only am I chill, but like, you know, I really appreciate the person I'm with, because at the end of the day, I mean, like, damn, I got me and this girl dating, da 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 da, and it's just like, it's like, it feels good, put it that way. But when you learn, of course, when you learn about your own attachments, and you think those were the reasons why that, you pushed your ex away, yeah, that's part of the main reasons. But that's also a lesson there, to where you have to tone down those attachments and really discipline yourself as well, because I've embarrassed the hell out of myself a few times before. And you learn along the way that it's okay to do something like that, but tone it down in the future so you don't do it again. So, um, but I wanted to break up. Real talk, I will say this. There was a time where part of me wanted to break up, and then the other one's like, don't do it, because that I feared being single for a long time. But the breakup was the best solution, because we weren't growing. It plateaued. And that's the thing where most guys forget to tell themselves. They forget to tell themselves the truth. The hard facts, the truth. Like, if a relationship is not going to the next level, why are you still in it? And if and of course, obviously, with talks, you're not just going to end it out of the blue. You're going to talk about it. But if nothing changes, then nothing's going to change with the relationship, because neither are you, because your relationship plateaued. Neither are you mature enough to even resolve it. So, but that's a whole bunch of variables. So, um, work 3 hours to her. Man, I'm gonna just say this. That's your ex's fault. Don't let someone else's responsibilities make you feel bad. That is your ex's fault, Luke. But I know, in this day and age, dating has changed. I mean, the coronavirus, quarantine thing, everything has changed. Dating has changed, all that. Now, obviously, it's gonna be different now, but what's worked in the past, sometimes it's gonna work, but there's gonna be some things that's gonna change. So, yeah, man. Let me see. Is this thing charged? Yeah. Why do you think an ex would keep pics up of me and her privately on her social media? She deleted the rest of it. That's just their way of, honestly, they're just trying to forget you. To me, my experience, I noticed my ex did the same thing, and I did it too after she did it. Um, but I just think that an ex does that because she doesn't want to feel like she's associated with you anymore, and she's done with the relationship, and she doesn't have any reasons to keep that up on her social media, because she'll think that you still have feelings for her. That's why I actually delete my stuff too, because I don't want people to think like, yeah, it's a memory, but that's what it is. It's gonna be a memory. It's gonna be in forever your head. And let me just say this about anybody who thinks an ex is gonna forget about them. Your ex will never forget about you. You live in her subconscious mind. Trust me. Um, I mean, that some people like to keep them up because they appreciate the memories. Some people are not as petty. People will delete it because they're petty and immature. See, this is the whole thing where I talk to everybody about the social media things. Like the actions that you perform on social media just proves how immature you are. I don't the whole blocking thing. I just think it's pretty mature to do it. And I think if anybody, like, I don't block my exes because I know that if they're gonna look on my social media, I want them to see what I'm up to. I'm not gonna see what they're up to, but I want them to see what I'm up to. So everyone's curious. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, your ex is always gonna be curious and all that. I mean, at the end of the day, you just wish and hope the best for them because if you wanted your ex to be happy when she was in a relationship with you, you would also want her to be happy without you. At the end of the day, it's someone else's turn it's someone else's turn to be with you. Yeah, don't worry about that. Hypocrisy. Trust me, it's not what they say, it's what they do. And that's for everybody. Actions will always speak louder than words. That's why I never take anybody's words seriously unless they really do it with their actions. Yeah, be worried. Be very worried. Probably drop a mixtape on your ass. Oh man. How would you approach my situation if after quarantine I gotta see her at work again? I mean, seeing her with this new guy, or if she ever tries to talk to me, would you act indifferent or what? I act like nothing ever happened. I act like nothing ever happened and I just be like, what up? Just be casual. Don't even hold any grudges because you hold any grudges, you're giving them power. You're showing weakness that you haven't moved on and you're just not really over it. I mean, that may be true that you're not really over it, but how you can act now, and when you guys are face to face, just be chill, be casual, be fun and playful. There's no need to act different. Be you, for real. My boyfriend loves to play with himself over my Insta pics when we were apart from one another. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you have a boyfriend that appreciates you with you and without your presence. But he has the digital presence of you. Hilarious. But oh, that was hilarious. Let's see. And of course, Dominic, even my ex left me for someone. Would I still play it off like nothing happened? This is a coworker of hers who openly liked her and she refused to cut him off. I would rather never speak to her again. You can do that too. I'm just saying is just be cool and casual. But if you choose, but if you actually are walking and you do bump into her, I would keep walking unless she stops you and says hi. Then that would be more respectful to say hi and say what up. But if she doesn't stop you, I mean, I would just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, and that's it. That's what I'm. I know it. That's what I'm telling you. It's okay to be salty. Trust me. I was there too. I was actually really pissed off, but I didn't show my emotions. I didn't do anything with the actions. I just kept moving forward. That's all I did. That's all I could do. That's all I could. That's all I could have done. And that's what I did. Granted, I had another Twitter account, and I just like, instead of using my personal Twitter account, I created another Twitter account to where I basically just spewed out a whole bunch of, like, it was like ups and downs, ups and downs. And I knew one of my exes knew about that account. She followed that account, and that was her way of keeping tabs on me. But that was a learning phase, put it that way. I ain't ashamed to say that shit. But it's okay to be salty. But just don't be salty for too long. You gotta learn to let that shit go. Real talk. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Green Planta channel. Appreciate that. You know, when I started this whole thing, I wanted to make sure I did this. It wasn't the intentions to healing myself. I just did it with the intentions, like, let me tell everybody else what's going on. Let me tell everybody what's up. But in reality, I did heal myself doing these kind of videos. And the more I started healing, the more I started seeing how these videos were helping people. So I really appreciate you guys for, taking, what I say is very valuable, because, I don't know what I don't know until you guys tell me so. She reached out 4 times in the past 3 months since breakup, even though she's in a new relationship. The first time was about a t-shirt, okay? And when I questioned it, she says she just texted me to get her shirt back. Even though we had a small catch up, the 3 more times she texted me just for items she knows she has. Dude, take everything and just put it out there and leave it at the front. Like, yo, whatever the hell you have. I'm just saying, next time she calls you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't even care, dude. I was like, yo, I threw that shit away. I mean, you don't have to respond. But then again, I would just, honestly, with everything, if you have anything of hers that's still in your room or anything like that, or in your house, get rid of it. It shouldn't be there in the first place. It shouldn't be there anymore. Excuse me. If it's there and it's not yours and you don't wear it, you don't use it, get rid of it. It's not yours. It's a stranger's. That's probably just the part of me that still wants her back. I really should not ever take. I mean, it really depends on how you feel. I mean, in this time, it's best not to take her back, because if you got back with her, you would hold a lot of grudge. You would actually be, there would be a huge amount of trust issues right now. That's why you gotta give time, space, and freedom. You gotta let them do what they want. You gotta. I mean, people always will think of you in some way and like, man, he really wasn't like the fading bias effect. Like, someone could be so mad and think that you're crap in like a short period of time, but then over time, you're not really a bad person. They don't think that you're a bad person. They would think about the thing that they would most definitely think about the things like they shouldn't have done to drive you away. They would definitely think that there's more good than bad. My birthday is June 3rd. Hers is June 7th. Hey, Geminis. If she reached out for my birthday after everything that's happened, including her not replying to my messages 3 weeks ago, would you reply? If she doesn't, it... so, all right. I'm June 11th. Okay, so here's the thing. I know you're gonna expect a birthday text. I know it. I already know it's an okay. It's okay. It's okay. But if she, I'll say this: if she doesn't wish you happy birthday, I wouldn't wish her happy birthday. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Is if she does not reach out for your birthday and say happy birthday, then I mean, and think of it this way too. If you're reaching out for her birthday to say happy birthday, what are you expecting from it? What do you want from it? Obviously, you're gonna say you want her back, but what do you expect? What do you think is gonna happen? I think it's pointless, to be honest. If my ex reach out for my birthday and say happy birthday, I would say thank you. That's it. But that hasn't been the case. So, and I'm not expecting it to be the case. I just want you guys to know that don't. A good friend, one of my best friends actually, is actually one of my best friends from out here in San Diego. He's actually been one of the realest ones. Um, he's always, and I remember this back in 2008, never expect anything back. You always give, but you don't ever expect anything back. That is probably one of the truest things. You always give. If you always give and you expect something, you're going to be upset because you decided to expect. Leaving high expectations is always going to leave you disappointed. That's why you never expect. And then that's why if you've done so much good in a relationship and you're expecting your ex to come back, don't expect that. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm always looking over here. Let's see. Now, I know I got more people. Have you ever spoke to Coach Warren before? He shot. I know. I saw that. I'm actually trying. I actually do want to reach out to him tonight and see if we can do a video, like a Zoom video together, or Skype, because Skype's free. But um, I want to do a video with him, basically, and shout out to him too, because like he's helped a lot of people out. So he's helped a lot of people out, and you know he's actually one of the very few that actually does this kind of things, man. I mean, I'm no psychologist and stuff like that, but I can basically speak to you guys about these things with experience and what I came across, and speaking to other psychologists, not the ones you find on YouTube giving you vague information. Um, yeah, we could do an Instagram live. I'm also trying to. I'm actually the long shot, but I'm also reaching out to Alpha Male Strategies as well. So there's a lot of people I want to reach out to. I just haven't done it because I, I just don't know why. I don't have an answer for it. I don't have an answer for it. I'd rather tell you I don't have an answer than make up an excuse. So, yeah. What's up, Anna Lynn? How you doing? Yeah, I get the whole breakup, you know, tactics. I mean, it's almost the same thing as pickup, really. It's almost the same thing as pickup. I mean, it's like literally almost identical. Um, just the only difference is that one's dealing with how to get an ex back, and the other one's dealing with how to get this girl that I first met. So, and let me just say this: manipulation, text, and stuff like that. It's only short term. I mean, you can do pickup games, stuff like that, but that's always short term. Pickup game is short term and really is not really. Let's just say they don't know how to hold a long term. Put it that way. Honestly, buying the breakup kit and all that stuff. I mean, I never purchased any of those guys' stuff. I mean, I almost did because I was so hurt. My ego was so bad. But I didn't. I didn't. Because I actually thought one of them was a real genuine person, but no. I'm always gonna give you guys like the real truth, nothing but fact. Nothing but like the facts that I know, and not only that, but I'm always gonna tell you the more logical things and not just use like emotions. Yes, sometimes emotions can be good, but when there's too much logic and it's just saying like it's you're only gonna be, if you want to like personal coaching and stuff like that by email or in person or video chat and stuff like that, I'm always gonna pay for my time because time is so valuable that you don't ever get it back. Money you do. So yeah, but let me know what's up, guys. Like drop some comments. What you got? What was your? Let me. I got a question for you. What was the video? What was the first video that you came across of mine, and what was it that? And what was it that made you feel hope, hopeful? I'm gonna get some more water. You guys think about that. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, nothing. All right, that's fine. Oh man, honestly, there was found your. Oh wait, before I get into that, I found your channel from the video "How to Gain Power Over Your Ex." It was helpful because I didn't see myself in a position of power at first. Well, I'm glad I gave you some valuable insights with that one. Really is all about the mind and how focused are you to increasing your values. You know, um, you know, really it does come down to like how serious are you about yourself, and someone is going to come into your life. What are they going to experience that your ex didn't? Obviously, when you keep increasing your values and you're becoming better every day, your ex didn't experience that, but someone new will. So, Annalyn said one of your dance videos. Oh man. I'm actually getting back into it. I just, without a dance studio, it's like, ugh. But, of course, there's the videos. So, we'll see about that. I mean, when this whole quarantine thing goes down, which I'm hoping really soon, but that's just me being hopeful. And of course, when you're in San Diego, when this whole quarantine thing's down and there's the nightlife, just know I can hook it up. You know what, Rye? If you went to Coach Warren's videos, be like, you should do a you should do a YouTube live with Dominic or Instagram live. I mean, YouTube live would be better because I would want all you guys to see it there. Oh, obviously here. So, but um, what I was gonna say is that when you're moving forward with your life and you keep on going and stuff like that, you're going to come across as like being experimenting. You're gonna be curious, and here's the thing: when you're growing in life, you want to become curious. You want to become curious, like, oh, can I do that? Oh, can I do that? Ooh, wait, who's this girl? Oh, who's that girl? And then let me see what's up. And I can say, when you do more of that, you're gonna learn a lot of things. I came across a quote. This was a real quote, and here it is right here. You're gonna realize one day that, you know what? Let me find it because I want to make sure that I say it right, and it's not just something that I say it like inaccurate. So, where's that? Okay, so one day you're going to meet someone who will make you realize that there was never anything wrong with you. First time I heard that, I was like chills down my spine because it's true. The only thing that tells you that there's something wrong with you is your mind. But truth be told, that there was never anything wrong with you in the first place. I used to think there was something wrong with me, something else. I looked at some of the dates that I went on, I was just like, there were times where I thought there was something wrong with me, but I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm awesome. What the hell? Like, and it also comes down like, some of the girls that I dated, I'm like, I had to be real with myself. Like, yo, I probably wasn't really that interested. And I wasn't. Because I wasn't ready. So, you feel like there's something wrong with you even after a failed relationship, or your relationship, if you're in a current relationship right now and it's like turmoil, you feel like there's something wrong with you. But really, truth be told, there's nothing really wrong with you. I had a chat with someone earlier today, and he blames all his problems on everyone else but himself. So, or he thinks there's always something wrong with him, and that's why no one will date him. That's just the sad excuse you tell yourself. Like, yes, let's be real, there are some issues, but that's not the issue to say that no one will date you. There's like 7 billion people in the world. And there's not one. There's not one? What? Nah. There's always one. There's always a learning lesson. There's one that's a learning lesson, and there's one that's gonna teach you and let you know what's up. Sorry, I'm coming across these comments right now. It's all in the mind. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing. When you think that, here's the thing: when you think your values are different from someone else's, and you break up with them because you think your values are different, whose fault is that? And when the person that you're dating has no idea that their values are different, that the values are different between you two, but you go along anyways and assume that the relationship is not right for you because it's different. There's that, and here's the thing, this is where you'll see the maturity and immaturity of people. It's all about communication. Like, I am not afraid to be honest with someone. I will let you know, and I'm brutally honest. Some of you that I've coached in the past know that I'm brutally honest. I'll let you know because I have nothing to hide. Like, communication is so key. Like, I let my friends know. And why I was laughing earlier is because they were on my chat earlier. Hold on. Anywho, um, but there are. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much. I mean, I had a video session a few days ago with someone else, and my opinion is when someone leaves you for. Here's the thing. I have an opinion for. Obviously, I have an opinion for a lot of things, but when someone else leaves you, or when your ex, when you're with someone and they leave you for someone else, that just tells you who they really are, and don't. And they just there's a lot of variables to it, but there's people who do that, they have the mindset where it's just like grass is green on the other side, where completely untrue, because you can't assume that there's someone else better than the person that you're with now when there's so many variables, because the variables go with there's no communication. You think this person may be better than you because they're they're more good looking. Excuse me. Jeez, I can't even get my words out. And then there's also the income level. Um, is this person making more money than you? I mean, does this person have a better job than you? Is it more stable? And let me tell you this, guys. Women do look for a lot of stability, stability and security, and um, that's why I say focus on you, become better, and then become someone of a higher value. I mean, it's not always going to come down to like, you gotta have security, and like, I'll date you only if you have higher security. I mean, that's just a gold digger, and I don't want to say gold digger, but it just doesn't come off as authentic to someone that be real with you in the future. They'll still be your ride or die. Because I think anybody that's a ride or die won't give a damn. They'll help you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a lot of variables, like I say, like until the list goes on and on. So, whew, man, oh man. What else you guys got, man? Like, let me know what questions that you guys have, any comments, anything that's going through your mind right now. You know. Also, what is you guys' opinion on The Art of Love, the YouTube channel? Notice I said that one. I'll say this, she's cool peoples. I lowered my standards for someone and he ghosted me after 2 years. Why'd you lower your standards in the first place? I'm asking you. Why'd you lower your standards? Oh man, ghosted you after 2 years. Hey, here's the thing: for someone who ghosts, I'm gonna say this for anyone who ghosts, for anybody who ghosts, like just know how you how you deal with someone is how you're gonna get dealt. No, the love you're looking for has got to be within you first. Real talk. Gotta love you before you love someone else. Otherwise, how the hell you love someone? How you love yourself is how you gonna love someone else. Basically, basically that's it. How you deal with someone is how you deal with yourself, and it's how you're gonna get dealt. So I mean, I don't want. It sounds like confusing at first, but it's like what you. If someone ghosts you, chances are they're gonna get ghosted too. You know, trust me. It sucks to get ghosted. I'll be the first. I'll be one of those guys to say that. Like it does suck to get ghosted, and anybody who tells you anything different is just plain out lying, because when especially for someone that you care about a lot, when you get ghosted, it's straight up disrespect. And it's like, yo, I thought me and this person had respect for each other, I thought we were cool, and all of a sudden I get ghosted. Kind of shows the true colors of how they really feel about you. And that's why you always got to become better every day. Always become a better person every day. Focus on becoming a better person every single day, no matter how little the task is. It was fault we broke up. Wait, whose fault? I see that typo. Or missing word. It was fault we broke up, and she monkey branched to a coworker, but I'm in no contact, and she contacts me. Should I keep no contact? Well, let me ask you this: what do you want out of the whole thing if she contacts you? And what's going to be different? What will be, that's another thing too. What will be different? You know how you're going to be different, but what's going to be different for them? How are they going to approach the whole thing differently? Because obviously you guys just came from you guys just broke up, and then you're going to get back together. What's going to be different? How mature are you to become different in this relationship, or to making that relationship strong? If you can't answer those questions, if you already know the answer, then if you can't answer that question, then I just say keep no contact. And let me tell you, Tata, Tata. I almost said Tadao, Tadao. um, just if you got ghosted, just become better. Just focus on you. Just focus on you. How do you become better today? How do you get better? How what this personal development. Um, who inspires you to become better? Who inspires you to be better? Who inspires you to learn? You know, I can say that becoming better every single day, that's got to be the goal. It's a daily goal. What did I do to become better? You know, um, what different? Like, only thing will be different during no contact is me. Oh, of course, yes, yes, yes. My bad. I read that wrong. I was like, what? If the only thing that's going to be different in no contact is you, then you answered your question. Keep no contact. Oh, sometimes our heart tells us, like our emotions will say, it's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. But we don't know until we don't know unless we choose to go in and actually be curious. In most cases, our intuition is more right, but you will only know until it happens. But however, if you know that yourself is going to be different, if you know that you are the one that's going to be different, then you've answered your question. I'm answering all the questions today. Throw them at me. Throw them at me. I got nothing but time now. You know what? I might do something crazy. I would do something crazy actually. If I had over 100 people watching this, I would do something crazy. And that would be, and I would do it. If 100 people were like were watching this right now, I would do it based off of a truth. I would do it based off of a dare. What's the purpose of her mom talking to you though? I mean, it's good that you still have a good relationship with the mom, but what's the purpose? Why she call you? She can't control her daughter's decision. If she can, that's kind of dictator right there. You don't want that. Um, and trust me, I know what it is. Like you have a good relationship with a parent, and it's good, and you don't want to. And that's like another best friend right there, right? Because they get you, but you don't want to. And you sometimes want to keep that connection, but sometimes it's good to keep that contact. But how long is that gonna last? And how awkward would it be for someone new in your life? Got to think about those things. You know, what other questions that you guys got for me right now? Like, let me know. I got time for questions. I got time for a lot of things now. So, since we're in quarantine, and I almost made that move to Miami, not even going down. It's like the more I visited Miami, I was like, yo, this is dope. This is fun. But then I realized how much I love San Diego. You know, Judy, I did something crazy once, right? So like I was on my I think it was on my Facebook. I think I did a challenge to where every like was 5 push-ups, every laugh reaction was 5 sit-ups, every heart reaction was a minute of planks. I think it was, and I think there was a fourth one. Oh, and then every wow reaction was squats. Every wow reaction was like 5 squats. Oh my god, I did all of that. That shit was crazy. Um, sometimes she'll use the kids for me to break no contact. Because the mom cherished that relationship more than her daughter cherished the relationship. So it's not about what the mom wants. It's about what her daughter wants. So it really comes. Oh wait, I'm. It all comes down to it all comes down to what her daughter wants. It all comes down to that. Like, there's no control over that whole thing, and you know, she's gonna come to the point to where she's gonna accept that her daughter's new relationship, unfortunately. So if that relationship does get something serious right now, if it's just a if that whole thing just started out, give it 4 to 8 weeks. You got to think of it this way too, is that you got to imagine how annoyed is your ex that her mom's using this, doing that. There's a lot of variables, man. So, but let me know what other questions you guys got right now. I meant my ex girlfriend uses our kids. Oh shit, my bad. Um, well, then it has to be either for talking to your kids and scheduling the kids. Okay, so here's the thing I've learned, and I'm not even a parent, but I've learned this from someone else, and it actually works. Um, that you do, you only talk to your ex when it comes to scheduling, or you can talk to the kids via FaceTime, phone, however, video, whatever kind of thing you do. But you only talk to them via to your kids. You don't talk to your ex at all. It's only to your kids. Because what do you have to talk to your ex about other than like legality and stuff like that? Then there's also scheduling. When do I get to see the kids? Like, what time will we be here? And what time will we be picking them up? And this is like, that's what I've learned, and you got to get very strict on that. That actually makes you very higher value, and you respect your time. Don't waste your time by trying to figure out what she's trying to do. Always, always be intentional. I'm probably gonna give this like another 5 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna just like shut off the whole thing. Probably. Probably. I'm like looking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'll see the questions, but they like pop up, like they pop up and then they fade away. Let me know what other questions that you guys have right now. You know, and let me tell you guys this real quick, right? If you match on Tinder or whatever dating app that you use, one of the things I like to use because I'm very fun and playful, and I don't like to find some kind of pickup line or anything like that, but I always start off with songs. And what I mean is, I always start off with the first, like a line from a lyric. So, that's pretty much, that's what I do sometimes. And it works so good. So, if you guys don't have any other questions or anything like that, I'm gonna wrap this up in about like 3 minutes. So let me know, and of course, um, you guys will find all the information valuable. Drop a like, drop a comment. Oh, another 5 minutes. Do you watch anime? I don't. Not anymore. Put it that way. It's really, even though under quarantine, I rarely watch TV. Like, there's only two things that I watch, which is um, The Flash or um, whatever game is on, whether it's baseball, football, or basketball. So, y'all wild in these comments, man. But I got 2 more minutes. I got time for one more question, 2 more minutes, then I'm gonna wrap this up. So, and of course, if you guys want me to be with your favorite YouTuber or anything like that, give me give me a shout out on their channel. Say what up and stuff like that. I love to chat with them. Side to side, Zoom, and then give you guys value. So. Other than that, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. All right. I'll look into that whole thing and that whole thing. And then have a good night, everybody. I'm pretty much going to wrap this whole thing up. So if you guys find this information valuable, find this live valuable, I want you to drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, and of course it is your man's. It's Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. All right, guys. Till next time, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna try to do more of these lives. So yeah. All right, guys, take it easy.